If you want to see a full reaction to this video, become a donor on our Patreon.
Hi Angels! Welcome back. Continuing, doing our thing. So this is Super Vocal Season 2. And we got a performance of, the translation is No Big Deal. We have a closed caption to this performance as in English that we can understand, thanks to our wonderful, supportive subscribers. So thank you so much for putting so much hard work, time, and energy into this. So this is going to be a performance of the trio, which is the one that we just done before. So we have Zheng Qiyuan, Zheng Qiyuan, and Zheng. And no big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal when I pronounce things wrong. It's not a big deal. I tried. It's not a big deal. So let's see, where is it? Let's go ahead and give it a go.
这歌是新海诚执导的一个动画电影，叫《你的名字》。它的歌词很纯洁，也很质朴。它其实是用一些比较平常的一些口吻去诉说对一个人的思念。
他们三个人特别温暖
Warm and honest.
所以他们三个人来演唱这个歌，我觉得非常合适。
I'm super excited. Hear it like in another language and stuff.
悄然而走的风从我们身旁吹拂过，微风中捎来了些难言说的落寞。流泪后抬着头，我又再一次看天空。
Oh.
此刻这份情愁。
The lyrics though, wonderful.
平日里父亲的说教，总让我无法让我觉得如此。
Makes you like visualize the movie as well.
Oh yeah.
温柔阳光微笑，我曾经的愿望，我只是牵你的手，触碰你的眼
You know,
睛。
definitely getting warmth and stuff in their voice, you know?
时间多一些就好。我们才刚刚
I got more of like, hey, you took my spotlight. That's what I got.
再多一些就好，时间多一些就好，多些时间，让我们在此刻
Snuggle close from this moment.
So cute.
旅行着，攀登着时空的阶梯，一层层，我不愿在捕风捉影。让我再抱紧你，你的开心或哭泣没有原因，却见势无影。其实这只是因为时空让你的心已越过你。
Aww.
This is such a sweet song. I really love it.
Wonderful. Such warm memories.
Mm-hmm.
平日里从不只言片语，匆匆穿过人群。可如今放学之后，也能开口道别。
Oh, it's like innocent.
是新的轨迹，没什么大不了。
Explore how you want to do things.
但就是身边有你。
Oh, big difference if I have you with me.
It's so sweet.
时间多一些就好。
Oh, it's like they don't want to leave each other.
才刚刚靠近，相遇。时间多一些就好，多些时间，让我们在此刻
Oh.
So sweet. It's like young love.
时间的声让我们成为旅行者，我早已认识你，在曾经，你的名和你的姓，比我自己的心比还更早熟悉。
Oh.
Gosh, there's so much intensity too. They're doing so good.
世界的定义也没有你，世界的定义就像是沙丢失了比基尼。
Not without ice
So
cream.
innocent. It's such an innocent comparison.
Sending gifts again.
Yeah, very innocent.
The world will be so empty without
It was just like perfect. Just playing with music and just presence.
It would be awesome if background had like that meteor.
Oh yeah, that'd be
scenery.
So good.
I love that. It's like a twinkle.
Just soft.
Then again. Oh, I got cold chills. Right? Sadness of your face again. Oh my. Far beyond you. This is a beautiful performance.
That was.
Oh my god!
I love it. It was just like.
That was fantastic.
I love how they just ended it. Just like they just went into nothing.
It's like it went into the nothing of where
into
everything began and where's I like the movie. If you guys haven't seen the movie, definitely need to see the movie.
I mean, it's so good.
I mean, but you know what the funny thing is about the actual movie? The person who made it made it to be just entertaining and stuff, as in he wanted kind of people to be somewhat confused, but in a sense of continue being involved and still wanting to know what's happening next and stuff like that. And I like things like that.
Oh yeah,
it kind of keeps you on your toes, and
you don't want
you're trying to figure things out.
Yeah, you don't want something that you're like, yeah, I know it's going to happen immediately.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's why my husband doesn't even like movies anymore, because he just knows what's going to happen.
A lot of things is predictable.
And only seen the first 15 minutes.
That's how I guess things too.
And I'm just like, why do you do that? And he has to tell me.
Oh.
And I'm like, why do you do that? You're just ruining it for yourself. Don't even think about it. Just
you can't help think about it. Okay, so me and Jason are the same. We can't help think about it.
Yeah. She's like the girl version of my husband. I'm the girl version of her husband.
Pretty much. That's how we get along.
Yeah.
Well, in a sense, though, sometimes me and Kevin would be watching some kind of a movie. I'm like, it's like, I think I know what's going to happen. I'm like, but I ask him, so do you want me to tell you? Sometimes. But sometimes it just comes out. I'm like, I think this and this is what's going to happen. And 15 minutes later, this happens. He's like, yeah. He don't really care if it really necessarily gets ruined. But he's just like, how do you, what's going on?
I don't really try to put much stock in what he says, He could be wrong. Because he could be wrong, and I'm just like, ugh, and then I'm just like, why? One, and it becomes true, and I'm like, why do you even think about it? And two, do you have a pathological need to ruin it for me?
It wasn't. See, in our case, it's not in a sense of ruin it. It's just it's so obvious that you want to just share it, because it's like, why is this so obvious? Here you go, just take it. This is clear. It's because we also think that you should think that way. So it's like, this is clearly what's going to happen. But you guys are just kind of watching, doing your thing, enjoying things, and we're just there to ruin things. Except for your name. That one, no matter what, if somebody got the whole concept to the T from the first time watching it, you guys are freaking, your brain works completely interesting direction, because it took me a little bit to try to figure things out.
For me, a lot of Japanese movies, for me, I'm whoa.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's the end. I never read, never.
See, I didn't care much for the ending on this one. Yeah. Of course, the story gave so much like it pictured so much and the emotion and the details and the story and everything, and you like, this is how they end. I think that's literally the only thing that I really didn't care.
Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't care for either. I want more of a solid. I don't want them just seeing each other. I want a more like some kind of ending that's
more
just
acknowledgement.
I don't want it to be, them just at the end.
Well, this is by the way, this is
take it how you want it and read into it what you will.
So this is a spoiler alert for those who haven't watched it, by the way. So like in the end, where the way they literally cross paths and then they like
run,
and then they turn around and like
they run.
What's your name? It's like, by the way, like, what's your name? And that's it. That's pretty much where they end.
No, they didn't even ask that.
Yeah.
No, I thought they saw each other in the subway. And they're like, oh, and then they ran back to like start to this next stop or something. And then like they were looking for each other in this neighborhood, and they saw each other
on the stairs.
And they just looked at each other.
I thought they said, what's your name?
It.
I thought that said, what's your name?
Really?
No,
maybe not. I don't remember, but I don't remember that. I guess,
we always doubt each other.
I'm wanting more of a like a I know you, and then like then you see them meeting each other, talking to each other, and next scene, wedding.
Or okay, even if the wedding doesn't happen, because most of the time it doesn't happen, it needs to be like this. It's like they're meeting each other, looking at each other without even saying anything, crying because they know who they are and stuff, and then they just hold hands. And then
that would be fine too.
Go somewhere, like in the sense of like happy. Hands,
that would
like
be
they
fine
belong
too.
To
Not just them looking at each other.
And that's it.
Like really?
That's like that's again that was a little bit of a spoiler. But again, boys did absolutely fabulous job.
Oh yes.
Very innocent, and I love the lyrics because no matter what, whenever I would watch it, I don't even think I knew the lyrics to this song and stuff. And again, being in another language, it just gives it completely different
kind of
character
different feel and stuff too. Yeah, I really
but again, if you've seen the movie and stuff, you can't help it from listening to the music from the soundtrack from the movie to kind of like reminisce, like just revisit those parts from the movie itself and stuff. Very beautiful. Looking forward to whatever else Japan's gonna put out something more. Definitely super excited, and of course continuing with the super vocals as well. So thank you, angels, so much for this great suggestion. Closed caption, so we're not lost.
Yeah,
where
it was amazing.
We might know the sound of this, but not knowing the translation. This is beautiful. This was so beautiful.
Oh, amazing.
So if you have any more suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Double subscribe to our channel, hit the subscribe button, and the bell so you guys know our times when it goes up. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
If you wanna leave this town, baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Tell me if you wanna go sometime. Yeah, we could be alone tonight. Baby, I'm